These people are like, well, which bathroom should I be using? You thought you idiots were confused now. Holy shit, wait till you see what happens in a few weeks. We are firing off lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit, and we only need to win.
By the way, like, you don't really have to break down everything he says, because clearly none of it's in good faith, all right? No, it's kind of like you've got this arsenal of weapons. He's got a utility belt of like, you know, favorites that he thinks is going to be funny. And then he's basically transphobic Batman. And then one after the one, you know, it's like, oh, wait, I got this one. Here's another. Here's why y'all are soy cucks and snowflakes, and you don't know what gender you are, and you're not an attack helicopter, and it's just getting better and better. All right, I'm gonna upgrade a little bit. Ugh. I don't do a lot of salty cracker, A, because like it's just so basement barrel, and B, because man, the Salt Army, they go hard. There's a lot of groups. There's a lot of like online groups of people, say, like there was a very smaller one with Nuance Bro when I did something with him, much larger with Actual Justice Warrior. And then when Actual Justice Warrior started sending my stuff to Atheism is Unstoppable, that's a really angry group of YouTubers who they'll go hard. They try to dox you. They try to shut your videos down. They flag you. They flag your Twitter account. But Salty and what has been known as the Salt Army are probably amongst the worst in terms of like, wow, they go hard. And it's not the way I should be starting a video, because obviously they're now clicking on this and they're like, oh, look at this soy cuck. I am someone who drank soy once, and I did get cucked by it. There's no stopping that. But it doesn't mean I can't watch a video or two. Just a little bit. Let's get some salt.
These idiots have officially committed suicide today. They've been fiddling with committing suicide. They've been taking phone calls, I guess, from Hillary Clinton on how to Arkansas yourself the last few days, ever since the election, really. But today they did it. Today they jumped off the second bunk with some toilet paper around their neck, boys, and killed themselves. And they did it during a Kayleigh McEnany press conference. K-Mac came out today, the Slay Queen herself, and she said, look, there's clearly shenanigans going on. Anybody who understands second grade math can see that there's wonkiness afoot, shenanigans about. And Fox News was like, oh shit, shit, no. We're not going to cover any of this. We've got a new angry feminist bitch with a Captain Marvel haircut in the control room, and she's giving me the kill it sign. And so, boop, 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 dump out. Oh, hell no.
If this is your first experience, yeah, it's just like this all the time, and they're usually like 5 minutes long. It's just like turns on the camera, and then free flowing ideas coming straight from his mind to your eardrums. Yeah, it's cringe, but also it's violent. Like a lot of it sometimes is just him laughing at protesters, like, you know, Antifa protesters who get murdered and stuff like that. It turns dark pretty quickly.
Whoever bought Fox News and was like, I know what we'll do. We'll buy Fox News, and then all of the people who watch Fox News...
The same people who owned Fox before still own Fox. They just, they understood how the electorate was moving, and they read numbers, and they were capable of looking at that, discerning what had happened in the election, and then right afterwards being like, okay, yeah, the writing's on the wall. Like, he lost the election. We're not gonna pretend something else happened.
What we'll do is we'll give them bullshit information, and we'll just coax them onto the left over here, because just like our numbnuts idiots who listen to MSNBC and
true political
garbage from the left, they totally listen to the talking heads and believe everything they say. We don't do that. We don't do that. When these shitheads on television say something wonky like, "Hey, look at this. 210% voter turnout in these different counties," we go, hold on, what? I know math. That doesn't make any sense. And so I don't think you're going to get your money's worth. This is going to go down just like Drudge. The same idiots, they bought Drudge a year or so ago, and they've taken one of the highest trafficked websites of all time and turned it into a liberal wasteland. You're going to do that with Fox News. And as far as I'm concerned,
so you heard it here first, everybody. Fox News, famous leftist outlet. Yeah. Fox News, the leftist propaganda network.
Nice work. I could use all the viewers. Come join us on this channel. Follow us on DLive. We got a BitChute channel and an Odyssey channel. If you are looking for some up-to-date information, that's all she's doing. And Neil Cavuto over here, whose last name sounds like soy salad dressing, was like, no, we ain't gonna handle this. Oh my god, my producer's yelling at me. Watch, take a look at this. It's fascinating.
And that party, my friends, is the Democrat Party. You don't take these positions because you want an honest election. You don't oppose an audit of the vote because you want an accurate count. You don't oppose our efforts at sunlight and transparency because you have nothing to hide.
This whole thing, by the way, like it was just sad. It felt like Jacob Wool. It was like watching a Jacob Wool, like one of those things where you're just like, oh man, this is just like grasping at straws. Holy shit. And then even Fox News was like, yeah, just cut away. This is just baseless nonsense. Like, and like, that's Fox News. That's how far you've gone.
You take these positions because you are welcoming fraud and you are welcoming illegal voting. Our position is clear. We want to protect the franchise of the American people. We want an honest,
what does she do after this? It feels like she's going to have a tough career. Oh no, quite the opposite. Oh no, she is set for life, son. Like, she's going to make money. Oh man, think of all the cushy jobs just being like a spokesman for an oil company. Like, you name it. She could be a spokesman for the NRA afterwards. It doesn't matter. She's going to have book tours, interviews. Yeah, you name it. You are set for life. Absolutely set for life.
We want maximum sunlight. We want maximum transparency.
Sunlight.
We want
Bring on
every
the bleach.
legal vote to be counted, and we want every illegal vote to
Whoa. I just think we have to be very clear. She's charging, the other side is welcoming fraud unless she has more details to back that up. I can't
$1.
have countenance continue showing you this. I want to make sure that maybe they do have something to back that up. But that's an explosive charge to make, that the other side is effectively rigging and cheating.
So Fox News is completely dead. You're going to sit there with a straight-faced Neil Cavuto and you're going to tell me that it's bizarre to question any of the actions that we've seen in any of these places where the margin of difference between a Trump victory and a Biden victory is less than 1%. You mean I'm not supposed to question that in Pennsylvania they wouldn't let the GOP pollsters in there? And when they did finally let them in there, they put them 20 feet away from the tables. I guess questioning any of that's fucking stupid. You don't want to look into this. You're going to tell me that we just need to accept the results and move the fuck on. It's been 5 days at this point. Get the fuck out of here. These people, hey idiots on the left, you are the same people who are trying to litigate everything. Investigation. Donald Trump salt shaker, everybody. It's twice as big as everybody else's salt shaker. That sounds like we need a congressional investigation, everybody. Quick, to the basement of Congress. Bring Adam Schiff and his pencil neck fucking googly eyes down there with us. We're gonna lawsuit this motherfucker up. Oh my god, Donald Trump. Can you believe this, everybody? He sneezed! Ree! You guys have been clamoring for investigations for 4 years. And now we have an election. We are 100,000 votes away from winning across 5 different swing states where you idiots on the left wouldn't let people into any of these places that we're supposed to.
Okay, first off, we got to stop conflating the left and the liberals, because they're not the same. They are not the same in any way, shape, or form. And what I think your ire is pointed towards are, yes, the liberals, the liberal establishment, the Democrats, as some people are poised to call them, and that's fine. The left doesn't like them that much either. So, I mean, we could share that one thing, if nothing else. But the rest of this, it's completely baseless. The hundreds of thousands of votes, no, it's not even close. In terms of the scams that have been pretty much all shown to be fraudulent at this point, the little boy with the wagon, that was just camera equipment. The dead people, all the dead ballots, yeah, that turns out those aren't actually bearing fruit at all. And in fact, even if it turned out to be 3 or even 10 ghost voters, that still doesn't make up for the hundreds of thousands of ballots that you would be behind, especially in like key swing states.
And Kayleigh McEnany brings this out on a press conference and everybody ignores it. Except for Fox News, and the minute that Fox News covers it for a few seconds, it takes a minute, and then he gets in his earpiece, dump out. Oh my god, she's exposing us, and damn right she's exposing you. Get ready, you idiots on the left. You are going to get tsunamied so hard, you're already confused. These people are like, oh, which bathroom should I be using? You thought you idiots were confused now. Holy shit, wait till you see what happens in a few weeks. We are firing off lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit, and we only need to win.
By the way, like, you don't really have to break down everything he says, because clearly none of it's in good faith. All right. No, it's kind of like you've got this arsenal of weapons. He's got a utility belt of like, you know, favorites that he thinks is going to be funny. And then he's basically transphobic Batman. And then one after the one, you know, it's like, oh, wait, I got this one. Here's another. Here's why y'all are soy cucks and snowflakes. And you don't know what gender you are. And you're not an attack helicopter. And it's just getting better and better.
As of the recording right now, CNN has had to uncall Arizona. Fox News, by the way, called Arizona 2 minutes after the polls closed. Remember that. Fox News was trying to demoralize us right off the bat. Fox News...
So you feel this is low-hanging fruit. Normally I would agree with you, because I was like, most of it just sounds asinine, right? But my appeal here, especially when it comes to an individual like this, I was going after Mr. Salty Cracker, I believe almost a year ago. At that time, I think he had 75,000 subscribers. And of course, people are going to point to the fact that he's becoming way more successful as something to prove that his rhetoric is either resonating with more people, which is true, I would agree with that, but also that it's correct. And that one's really dangerous. 476,000 subscribers. That's in a year. That's 1 year. He's gained almost 400,000 subscribers. That's more growth, by the way, than anyone on the left. Okay? That's more growth than Vosh. That's more growth than Bo the Fifth Column. Those are two of the fastest growing channels there are on the left. That's way more growth than the Majority Report, than David Pakman, way more growth than Kyle Kalinske, way more growth than even Jimmy Dore. And Jimmy Dore is like the Alex Jones of the left. So it is dangerous how quickly this kind of messaging is not only working on people, but is just catching on like wildfire. And that is something that you can't ignore. That is something that no one should ignore. And I've been learning the reasons why. I mean, the reason a lot of this messaging points are actually appeals to people. And if you go through this list, it's everything you'd expect, right? Jimmy Kimmel cries during monologue. Joy Reid racially attacks Judge Clarence Thomas. Democrats failed to steal. Restream. Billions of ballots appear. 4 a.m. for Joe Biden. Unleash hell on the commies. CNN mental health expert says Trump is worse. Kamala Harris just openly admitted that she is a liar. Fake Kamala Harris caught tricking minority voters. Dems go for the steal. Lady Gaga goes full cringe. It's billions. Yeah, billions. Billions and billions. And it all looks very lo-fi. Like I said, production value is 0. He just has to turn on the camera, speak for 7 minutes, put in a couple clips. There's no writing. There's no research. That's basically all you need. But anyways, we have to be better at tapping into this. And I'm not saying you have to appeal to Nazis. It would be really disingenuous to say that the whole reason that this stuff is so popular is because that they are all white nationalists or because they're all just racists. That's not true. All right. Most of the people who this is appealing to, most of the people who are looking to follow this, the reason is because they tap into something that other people haven't been able to. Everyone feels like there are these huge differences between the rich and the poor, that there are these elites and you know, that there are these, you know, oligarchs, these CEOs, these corporations who control everything, who have all the power. And under our current system, yeah, the more wealth you have, the more power you have. And some people are really good at tapping into that and pointing them towards globalists, pointing them towards international banking cabals, pointing them towards Jewish people, and galvanizing them and making them think, well, the reason that I can't have anything more than a stagnant wage, the reason I can't make it in everyday life is because of these globalists, because of these shadowy people who work behind the scenes. And who do I look to on the other side? I look towards the liberals. They're condescending. All right, they're these elitist big city folk who like to talk about how much they care about the working class, but at the end of the day, they spend all year in these big cities, and that's all they really care about. And then there's these people on the left, and they just seem to be talking about things that I don't understand. They're talking about how there's multiple genders, and they're talking about how there's like a patriarchy, and that there's all these systems of class antagonism and stuff like that. And you know, every single one of them calls me a hick and a racist and white trash. And then that just makes me feel like a complete and utter shit. So yeah, I'm going to listen to channels like this. I'm going to listen to someone like Salty Cracker, who makes jokes. He makes fun of them. He calls them cucks. He calls them libtards, all these different words. That makes me laugh. It makes me feel a little less shitty about my current situation. That's how you get pulled into this. And then before you know it, video after video after video starts to vilify certain groups. They start to vilify the black population of the United States, because it's like, well, at the end of the day, they're committing all these violent crimes, so it kind of just makes sense. It's culture, isn't it? Or maybe it's even, I don't know, genetics and population, as we learned from the last one. And then you keep getting deeper down this rabbit hole. You get more and more indoctrinated into all of this. And all because of the very same alienation that everyone else is feeling. All because of the growing inequities, the poverty of the United States.
Hey, we want to mutual aid you to get some eyeballs on your work. So if you have a leftist YouTube channel or Twitch stream or something you want us to advertise, just send us a 20 to 30 second ad using the forums at weareserfs.com. We'll do our best to help you out. And please submit once per channel.
You are gods, unwrapped, and Xander Quarters. We shall build temples in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we live to do your bidding. To our lords, Jeffrey Lamb, Trevor R., Stephen, Nine Tails Cosmic Fox, Hans Josephine, Poppy Nelson, Ryan Lubin, Jimothy K. Meeble Beeps Jr., we bow meekly for your pleasure. And to our Knights of the Round Table, Josh Mickelson, Dylan Veit, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Political Puppy, Ali Menthal, Jimmy Big Nuts, Andreas Chitoro, Good Poon Hates Cops, That's Solid Poon Then, Dr. Zayas, Joppy, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Jack Darko, Thomas Barrington, J. Fraser Cartwright, Goofalankius, Melissa Murphy, Nicholas Marks, Alexander Thaler, Ramon Acosta, and Ali Retta Jaffer. We salute you. Love you all. Peace.